If you're working on a laptop, it's likely that your screen isn't huge and screen space is at a premium, especially when you have all of the buttons and the doodads and the widgets and the thingies that you might have on a light board. But that's okay because you can really customize your experience in EOS. So, the first thing I like to do is to always collapse my CIA. It just takes a lot of space. Now you can see your different, what we would call displays. At the bottom of each of these windows or displays, you might notice these little tabs. This is kind of like on the internet, where you can switch around between different places that you've visited. So here we have the live summary patched. We can switch over to the PSD, or your list of cues. You can switch over to the color picker. This allows you to have a lot of stuff at your fingertips ready to go. But maybe we want to add something here. So I can always hit the plus button here. It's going to give you all the different options of the different displays and controls you can add to your windows. You'll also notice here at the top that we can change what kind of arrangement we have. You can also move things around and move things to different monitors. You can readjust the sizings and all that kind of stuff. So I would encourage you to play around with this if you're interested. But these are all the different options for the displays that we might want or the controls that we might want to utilize. So for example, I don't currently have a virtual keyboard, so I could add a virtual keyboard by clicking on that. And now I have the virtual keyboard pulled up as one of my tabs. You'll also notice here that at the tippity top, we have what's called the workspaces. So this is really nice if you have different kind of points during your programming and preparation process. So maybe we want to think about execution of cues as workspace 1. Maybe we want to think about the programming of regular cues. I just want to see all my cues and all of the channels together as workspace 2. Or maybe I'm messing around with moving lights and I want to save that as workspace 3. So these are kind of saved setups and workspaces that we can utilize for handy dandy usage. But the other kind of cool thing is that you can save your entire look as what we would call a snapshot. So at the very tippity top here, you see kind of this camera button. And we have multiple snapshots ready to go. So I like to save these, oftentimes, especially with my templates, that this might automatically open up. But for your purposes, you can see this kind of magical wand, magic sheet pop up. And you can choose a setup for large screens, medium screens, and small screens, so that you don't have to know what you're doing here, or you're like, I just got lost, I don't know what the crap happened. I just want my screen to go back to what it was before. I can say, small screens, I have a small laptop, and it's back to what it was before. And now, isn't that kind of neat? The answer is yes.